Oh my god, that was so beautiful. One ticket for Feels trip right here. Your Lie in April, episode 10. No, seriously, like feels everywhere in this episode, like everywhere. But before we get into that, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Here, bringing you my review for Your Lie in April, episode 10, the scenery I shared with you. So with this episode, it was in continuation of last week's episode where we see Kosei. We don't see Kosei's full performance because, cliffhanger. And we see like the whole thing with his mom and everything, allowing him not like his mom pretty much like haunting him, pretty much not like literally, but he feels like she's haunting him. So anyway, he's like playing, and then he kind of just stops and then just like stares into the light, and then he gets flashbacks. And then take note of a lot of anime. I'm looking at you, Naruto Shippuden. This is how you use flashbacks effectively and give you the feels. Granted, we got two flashbacks within Kosei's entire performance, like last episode and this episode, but there were flashbacks that gives you the feels. Like in Naruto, Obito's flashbacks, they don't really, they just provide like freaking Obito's progression as like a character, as a villain. But in this, it's like one episode we see how Kosei was when he was little and why he was doing things for his mom, and in this episode we see why he wants to play now because of Kaori. Oh man. This isn't going to end well for Kosei, because we have Tsubaki, his childhood friend, that likes him, but she doesn't play music, so she doesn't really understand him. But then we have Kaori, who's just introduced in his life, and he already likes her, but his best friend Watari likes her. But then like, oh my god, the feels. And we all know in anime, the childhood friend, they either like just get like rejected completely, or like the other girl, something else has to happen to the other girl. Oh god, and what we saw last week, this isn't going to have, I feel like this isn't going to have a happy ending. I mean, the entire audience, like, as he's playing roughly, he was like, is this really the prodigy? Oh my lord. And then, like, all his friends, like, and then eventually he starts slowing down, right? And when you slow down during a music performance, it means you're about to stop. And then all his friends, even his own rivals, are like, this isn't the freaking Kosei I know. Keep on playing. Don't you dare stop. If you're the Kosei I know, you wouldn't stop playing. But then he stops, has flashbacks of Kaori, remembering remembering her telling him, like, who are you playing this for? Who is your audience? And then Kosei remembers, or he doesn't really remember, he comes to the thought of, I'm playing this for you. I hope this reaches you. And then he has like a little flashback when he was accompanying Kaori during her violin tournament, and then freaking he says, they both say, it's just like that flashback, and he says again. Then he plays, but this time he puts all his emotion into it. He's already disqualified by the judge, but remember what Kaori said back in like episodes before I started reviewing. She said like, it doesn't matter if you don't win. Remember, as long as there's an audience and you have the willingness to play, keep on playing. Because if you play well enough to the point where the people just remember you, that's enough to be called a musician. And that's what Kosei did, and it was so beautiful. Like, oh man, he redid the intro, and it was like really robotic, right? Like he was playing note by note, by the sheet, playing by like, I think he was playing off tempo, but nonetheless he was playing sheet by sheet or note by note on the sheet of music. But then eventually he starts putting his emotions into it, and then it becomes fluid. It doesn't become robotic. It just sounds beautiful. And then this is showing his imagery, because then the freaking audience is in a trance because of his music, because they can feel all his emotion. They can feel what he's feeling. Not necessarily, but you get the idea. Like, they're having the imagination. They're seeing the image that Kosei is playing, that is forming, like the smell of chalk, the sound of the sports team playing. Like, you just feel all the emotions. Even that little girl, she was like, if I don't hold back, I'm gonna cry. Even when Kosei finished and he got up to bow, friggin' he was, the audience was still in trance. They're like, wait, did he just finish? What, was it good or was it bad? Anyway, I think it's our time to clap. But even by that time, Kosei is like about to like walk off stage, and he's like, I hope this reaches you. And he sees, and he looks at Kaori, but then he notices his mother's ghost, of course, and she's all black and white and everything, but then there's color into her, and she smiles, and that's like, oh my goodness, you made your ghost mother proud. And there's a little scene after the credits. It was the judge playing saying that was horrible. Did he even study this freaking sheet of music? And then Emmy, remember the girl that I'm pretty sure likes him at this point, because remember he was the reason that she started playing the piano. And when she was like, yeah, the judge is right, that was horrible, but like all the emotions that you feel when he was playing. And then her teacher's like, Arima Kosei, and he like she says she puts kun at the end, but then she's like, and then the Emmy's like she's like she blushes a little bit. He's an interesting boy. He was once a puppet, but now he cuts a string, and now he's walking on his own. He's like Ultron. I'm kidding, of course, but that's all I have to say about this episode. My grade for this episode has to be an A. Just like feels everywhere. The flashbacks were done right. This episode was just amazing overall, and this anime is just, I feel like it's just gonna get better up until the point to the end where like there's gonna be like, I don't know, like a field trip, because in the end I'm pretty sure Kosei is gonna have to freaking choose between like Tsubaki or Kaori, unless something happens to Kaori, because you know she has all those meds. But I'm like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I know there's a manga out there that this is based off of. I could probably read it, but I don't want to because I don't want to spoil. Like, so what happened? Like, so let's say something happens to Kaori. I don't know. I don't want to know that. I want to watch it animated and just give me the feels. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, let me know what you guys thought of the episode down below. Do you think this episode did this episode give you the feels? That's what I really want to know. Did this episode give you the feels like it did to me? Anyway, don't forget to rate and subscribe because it helps me out. It makes me feel good that people are watching the videos I put out on the interwebs. Anyway, I'll see you guys all tomorrow for Legend of Korra. Yeah, Legend of Korra. And until then, bye.